Hi, it's Anna. In this video, I will be talking about the 4 P's of marketing and how to use them in your strategy. So, what are the 4 P's of marketing? The 4 P's of marketing are the key consideration that you must review really wisely to implement in order to put your brand in a successful market and product or service. So the 4 P's are often referred as the marketing mix, and we talked about it in our marketing class. They have a range of factors that are considered when marketing a product, and that is including what consumers want, how the product or the service meets or fails. To meet those wants, how the product or service will be perceived in the world, how is the standard out from the competition, how do they stand out, how the company produces it, and how do they interact with the customers. So since our P's were introduced a really long time ago, so in the 1950s, now in the actuality, there have more P's being identified, including people, process, and physical evidence. So, for understanding the 4 P's of marketing, Neil Border, and an advertisement professor in Harvard, he popularized the idea of the marketing mix and the concept that will later be known primarily as the 4 P's in the 1950s. So what we can see in his article in 1964, he wrote about the concept of the marketing mix and demonstrated ways that companies could actually use advertising tactics and engage their customers. And decades later, the concept of border popularized and still this day is being used by companies to advertise their goods and their services. And now the other P's are people, process, and physical evidence are an extension of the original 4 P's and are really relevant to current trends in marketing. What I really like about this strategy is that any successful marketing strategy should be reviewed time to time. So the marketing mix that you create for your brand, it's not intended to be completely static. Not everything should be completely perfect. It needs to be adjusted and refined as your product grows, as your product gets more recognized and your customer base changes. So these are the 4 P's of marketing. So the first one is product. So creating a marketing campaign starts with an understanding of the product first. So the product itself, who needs it and why do they need it? What does the competitors' products can do? What can yours do that the competitors cannot do? Perhaps it's a new thing altogether and it's so compelling and it's really good design and functions that the customers will have to have it when they see it. So the job of the marketer is to define the product and its qualities and introduce itself to the customers. So defining the product is also a key of distribution. Marketers need to understand the life cycle of a product, and a business executive needs to have a plan for dealing with the products at every stage of the life cycle. The type of products always dictates in what part and how much it will cost, where it should be placed, and how it should be promoted. Many of the most successful products has been in the categories. For example, Apple, they launched the first touchscreen smartphone that could play music, browse the internet, and make phone calls. So this is a well implemented product in the 4 P's because now they're a successful $1 billion selling brand. So the second P is price. Price is the amount that the consumer will be willing to pay for your product. So marketers must link the price to the product and real value and perceive the value, and while also considering the supply cost, seasonal discounts, competitors, price, and retail markups. In some cases, business decision marketers may raise the price of the product a little bit more to give it the appearance of like a luxury product, of like an exclusive product, or they may lower the price so much more so the consumer will actually try their product. Marketers also need to determine when and if discounting is appropriate, because a discount can draw more customers, but it can also give the impression that your product is less desirable and less people are willing to spend the money on it. So you have to be really careful with pricing always. So the third P is place. Place is the consideration of where your product should be available, where your product should be put in. So in what store, online, where should be displayed, how it should be displayed. The decision is really key. The marketers, for example, of luxury cosmetics or products, will they want to put their product in a Sephora or in a Walmart or in a dollar store, on a dollar store? So the goal of the business executive is always to get their products in front of the consumer on luxury or whatever fits to your brand more, but the best of all. And customers are really more likely to buy it if they see it in front of them. And that means that placing the product only in a certain stores to get it in display is for your best advantage. Yes, and your 4Ps is promotion. So the goal of promotion is to communicate the consumer that they need this product and that the price is appropriately for what you are selling. So promotion, advertisement, public relations, and overall the media strategy for introducing your product is the important part. For me, one of the most important. So marketers tend to tie together promotions and placements elements to reach their core audience. For example, in the digital age, the place and the promotion factors are as much online as offline. So especially where a product appears on a company webpage or social media, as well as which type of search functions will trigger target ads for your products. And today, in this time, I think this is one of the most important 4Ps marketing strategies that you could use. And it could be really helpful for your brand. So how to use your 4Ps in your marketing strategy. So the 4Ps provide only a framework on which you will build your marketing strategy. Think through each factor and don't worry when the factors overlap. This is inevitable. So first, analyze the product. You will be marketing this product. So what are the characteristics that makes the product super appealing? Consider similar products that are already in the market. Look for a lot of reference. Your product may be tough or easier to use or more attractive or longer lasting. Its ingredients might be environmental or not environmental, friendly, natural, a lot of things your product can be, but identify the qualities that will make it appeal for your target customer. So think through the appropriate price point of the product. Is not only simply the cost of the production plus a profit and that's it. You may be proposing like a premium or a luxury product or as a bare bone lower prices alternative. Placement involves identifying the type of store, online or offline, that stocks products like yours for the consumers that you like. And promotion can only be considered in the context of your target consumers. The products might be appealing to all other professionals to be bargaining your products. Your media strategy needs to reach the right audience, which has to send the right message. So I hope you enjoy my video of the 4Ps. I really like this marketing strategy, marketing mix. So in my next video, I will be talking about marketing targeting. So I hope you see it. Thank you so much.